everybody. Um, I wanted to send a quick note to everyone about the new grading system. I have been receiving a lot of inquiries, a lot of phone calls about it, so I just wanted to send a quick video that you can review, and hopefully this will help explain some of the issues with the grading. First of all, May 4th was the deadline that was given to your instructors to, by the best of their ability, have an updated status on what your grade is in the class. So if you haven't talked to your instructors, make sure you go and do that to find out how you're doing in class, because that's going to determine what grading system is best for your situation. The default or automatic grades are going to be the new grades, the P plus, P minus, and W grades. P plus means that you're passing a class with a C or better grade. That means A, B, or C. P minus means that you have a D in the class, so you pass, but it doesn't transfer. And then, of course, a W is withdrawing. And the withdrawal can come either by you, the student, or the instructor. That's important to know. So you do have to communicate with your instructor about which grading scale. Now, the other grading scale, and the one that you're to use, the opt-out form that was sent to you, is if you don't want to do this new automatic one, you want to go back to the one that you received in prior semesters, or what we call the traditional one, which is the A, B, C, D, and then F grade. Okay, things to consider when making this decision. If you are going to transfer, most institutions in the state have said that they will accept the P and treat it as a C. So that's good to know. But if you are going into a competitive program and they're looking at grades, actual grades in classes, you may, even if you made a C in a class, you may want to consider doing the opt-out and keeping the traditional A, B, C, D, F grade, because you're going to need that translated in order to be more competitive in those programs. Another thing is, if you're trying to raise your GPA, that's another, and you're doing well in your classes, that's another reason to opt out. Even if you're getting a C, that's still points that can be added to your GPA. So if that's your goal, then, and you know that you're going to pass a class with a C or better, then go ahead and opt out. Another thing to think about too is opting out for each individual class. So maybe you're not doing that well in one class and you want to go with the default grading for that class, or you're doing better in another class, you do have the option to apply the application for each class. It's just important to communicate with your instructors, if you haven't already, about what's best for you. There is one other grading option that I wanted to bring up, and that's the incomplete grade. If you run out of time, or you feel like you need more time because circumstances just had a delay, just like the entire semester did, you can speak to your instructor about an incomplete. And what this does is it gives you until the end of the fall semester, which is December 2020, to complete whatever work. Now, personally, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't wait until December to finish all my work. And I believe on the incomplete form itself, you have to go assignment by assignment, exam by exam, and list out when you project to have those things done, and then both you and the instructor sign it. But that is an option that you can also use in this situation. So if you continue to have questions and want more information, you can always email me at tputman@tcc.edu, or you can call me at 757-822-1226. Email is easier and I'm able to respond quicker to that, but you also have the option to call. If you also want to set up an appointment with me individually, you can contact me through those two methods too. I hope this helps. Take care and stay safe.